Hey YouTube, Coppersan here. I no longer have access to the MapleStory global test client as that preview period is over, but I do have access to the MapleStory Korea test client where we're checking out the remastered Night of Sickness, and today we're checking out the remastered Dawn Warrior, who seems to be going into space now. Dawn Warriors are getting another theme added to their kit besides the Sun and Moon theme, and that's space, the final frontier. Not sure why, but I guess jets will feel less lonely now in space. Nice original skill you got there, by the way, Dawn Warrior. Doesn't look ripped off from Jet or anything like that. MapleStory Korea doesn't have the Jet class, so I guess it's all forgiven then. Today we're going to level this class to level 160, and we're gonna go over all the skill changes and what's good, and of course what is bad as well. For example, I'm playing on around 300 ping in MapleStory Korea, and it looks like the stance switching is still an issue on this high ping, so ping will still affect this class, it seems like. That's pretty bad, to be honest. Oh, and by the way, keep in mind that everything you're seeing right now is filmed in the test client, so things might still change before they go live. In first job, we're right away greeted by some exciting changes. Both your Sun and Moon stance are moved to your first job advancement. Your attacking skills are called Solar Slash and Lunar Divide, depending on if you're using your Sun or Moon stance. By the way, right-clicking that stance changes the standing animation of your character, so your character looks like everyone else and doesn't hold their sword up like they're getting attacked by a floating message that puts you in jail. That's happened to me. I'm not sure why. I had to click something I didn't know. The Sun attack is okay. It's a tad small, but it's first job, so all is forgiven. The Moon stance attack shoots out projectiles like Adele does, but those will only hit the monsters that you're facing, so it will only hit the monsters in front of your character, which can take a bit of getting used to. Your Elemental Soul skill got changed as well, still providing that passive IAD buff, but it now also creates cosmic orbs when you're switching between your stances, boosting your attack in the process. But during your first job, it ain't all that exciting since you're not really changing your stances manually all the time, so it's kinda eh. But in your second job advancement, you will right away get your Equinox stance that will switch between your two stances automatically, and a new skill that will boost your first job Sun and Moon attacks. I hope you like them, because those two skills are your main mobbing and main bossing attacks. Both attacks will get bigger and better over time, so no more backwards dash and other attacks that Dawn Warriors used to have. Those are all gone now, it's just those two attacks. There also is a new purple attacking skill called Cosmic Matter. That skill can only be used when you collect those orbs from iterating between your Sun and Moon stance. The orb you shoot out with this skill explodes, and the damage of this orb is increased the more purple balls you had stacked. So every time you switch stances, you get one of those stacks. There's a max stacks of 3 in this job advancement, and you just shoot this out, you deal more damage, and that's it. The total max stacks you can get is 5, but that won't happen until the 4th job advancement. So in the 3rd job advancement you get 1 more orb, etc, etc. This attack itself, it's a fun skill, but nothing game-changing yet. And also something really cool, in MapleStory Korea they improved the boss HP bar. It now also shows how much percentage HP a boss has left. That's actually pretty cool. We're reaching 3rd job and we're getting a ton of new skills and buffs for our existing skills. Our attacks are getting bigger and better all around, and we're getting 2 more attacking skills. A new rush skill that has both the Sun and Moon animation. This is your standard rush skill, but it looks pretty damn sick though. And a new cosmic skill unlocks as well, Cosmic Shower. This skill leaves an area on the ground where meteors come down to strike down monsters, dealing 3 lines of damage up to 6 enemies. And for every orb you have, the skill's duration is increased by 2 seconds. The skill can last 30 seconds at max stacks in 4 jobs, so when you have 5 Orbeez, you use this skill, it will last for 30 seconds, and the cooldown of this skill is also 30 seconds, so you can technically always use it in your 4th job. In 4th job, your main mobbing skill and bossing skills take their final form, increasing in range and damage once again. And there is a new cosmic skill, Cosmic Burst. This skill launches the orbs you collected by switching stances and deals quite a bit of damage. For every orb consumed, you fire off 1 more orb and the cooldown is reduced by 1 second. Your 4th job dashes have been improved as well. It can now be used even when you're not in the air, and it has gotten a new look. The 4th job bind has also gotten a new look and looks freaking amazing, to be honest. I really like it. I think the range improves this skill as well. 4th job plays pretty okay, by the way. Grinding is decent and the class has really good mobility now thanks to all the dashes. Reaching a higher level, the hyper skills have been completely changed. There is a new skill called Cosmic Forge. The skill doubles the amount of orbs you collect. You unlock the skill at level 140. So now there are 10 orbs that are shooting out when you use Cosmic Burst, and the Cosmic Shower field will last even longer. This skill is available pretty often. It lasts for 60 seconds if you consume 5 orbs when casting it, and has a 180 second cooldown, so it can be used every 2 minutes. Also, say goodbye to the Styx River hyper skill. No worries though, the skill itself is still there, but in 5th job. But now there is a new skill which are even more dashes. So now you have 1 rush and 2 dashes you can use. You're briefly invincible after the cast, and the dash has 2 charges, 1 for the sun and 1 for the moon. You can link both dashes within 5 seconds, else it will go on cooldown like normal. You can use the 4 job dash after this dash as well, of course. I haven't been able to level this class to level 200 yet because I'm preparing for the Destiny update in MapleStory Global. That's gonna release like tomorrow. This update that we're viewing right now will be our winter update, so we can expect this to release in around November. So I cannot show the 5th job skills, but at least I can talk about them. Thanks to Orange Mushroom Block, that is. The 5th job skill, Celestial Dance, has been completely removed. No more additional attacks. Instead, Dawn Warrior steal one of Jet's 5th job skills and summons a planet that deals like a ton of damage. This is pretty good burst. The skill consumes your orbs as well, and the more orbs are consumed, the faster it will attack. This can also get buffed then by your hyper skill. The skill Rift of the Nation has been changed as well. You can now use River Styx while this skill is active by using the regular attacking key or using your main mobbing and main bossing attacks from your first job. So the skill is still there, but it can only be used when this skill is active. There are more changes that were released with this client update. I'll add the link to the Orange Mushroom blog post in the video description so you can read up on everything there. I myself think this remaster is kinda weird, to be honest. It's kinda weird. For example, during the Explorer rework with Destiny, Nexon mentioned that Buccaneer had too many teams with the Fighter team and the Sea Snake team, so they unified them so that this class doesn't have any more multiple teams. But now they're adding more themes to this class with the Cosmic skills, which isn't bad or anything like that. It's just weird that they're adding more themes to an existing class that already has their own theme, the Sun and Moon thing. Also, one thing that I really like are skills that also hit behind the character, like when you're mobbing on a Demon Slayer or the old Dawn Warrior. But this class's main mobbing skills only hit monsters that are in front of your character, which is kinda eh. But hey, normal launch yourself in the air when you're bossing, which is definitely pretty nice. But it's too bad that the skills do seem to be still ping reliant. I hope Nexon really changes that. Keep in mind though, this is only the first test client. I'm pretty sure there's gonna be more iterations as well. So what are your thoughts on the remastered Dawn Warrior so far? Let me know in the comments. And that was all for today. And as always, many thanks to our members for making these videos possible. Thanks to Niels, Coninck, Raar, maar, waar, Sebastian, Hanoy, Ryalias, Thr Ignition, Vareese, Mora, Wiley, Historycanon, BackSpaceOTI, Saffronyx, Anwar, NHI, Ziggy Fliddiot, Knifesu, Chen125, Cloudfix, Gus Rodriguez, Froggy, Vira, Trevor, Michael Machaka, Ratius, Justin Vale, Silvio Nato, Stevie Zhang, Afterlord_MS, ceemak, Striker Elk, Tidal1 Pan, Victor Sundstrom, Radical Jaws, Riser RU, Gummy Bullet, Lovebird, Sir Tito655, Mathias Simonsson, Mr. Narc, Galando Balavia, my name is Coppersan, and I'm super cute XOXO, PC Game Life, Dante Victory, Stanislaus Xumo Vegas, Swap to Bish, Road to level 235, 30k stat reboot, The Passenger, Martin Panzik, I'm Disappointed, Lucky Beats, Gabriel Eck, Pedro Benetti, Conor Castales, Ace Light, Ben Wolf, Max Bernhardt, Dog on a Tucker Box, Mukau 1017, and BNB King. Thank you so much for watching, stay safe and happy mapling!